Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, June the 11th, 2021. I'm doing a little bit differently today. Usually I just go live on Facebook, but I want to open up the Friday morning motivation to people outside of Facebook. So I'm going to record this and then post it to YouTube for everybody who wants to go to my channel, subscribe. This is probably you're going to see more of my content on YouTube than on Facebook. So please go subscribe. Anyway, if you can't see me, it's because I am facing the sun and it's very bright out here. I got up early late. I woke up. My alarm went off at 5, but you know how that goes. I'm like 5 more minutes, and before I knew it, it was 5:55, which means I'm not getting enough sleep. Are you getting enough sleep? So I need to adjust that. So as I'm doing my morning run, I'm thinking about how I'm going to make some adjustments, especially with the summer now, where it's easier to sleep in late since I don't have to do my mommy duties in the morning. So for those of you who are not used to me, my name is Harlan Salandi. I am a mom. First, I'm a woman, a child of God, and I am a mom, runner, and I just love motivating people. So many people have been there for me in my life and just given me so much comfort and encouragement that I just want to pay it forward. I'm sorry. Can you see me better now? But I'm walking backwards, so I don't think you're going to do that. Not safe. So you're going to have to see the silhouette for now. So I usually post quite a bit on Facebook and Instagram, but those are people who are connected to me because I locked down my account. You should too, unless you're advertising. So I'm going to just put it on YouTube to give more visibility and hopefully encourage more people. So if you're on YouTube and you're aware of this because you know me through Facebook, please share it with somebody else, because somebody out there needs to hear something positive instead of all the trash that's on that can be on social media and just in media general, or just around. You know, there's some people just, I don't know, for whatever reason, I guess garbage in, garbage out, you know, whatever we have in our system comes out. And sadly, they don't have anything positive to say, so they're always looking for the negative in situations. I try, not perfect, I have my moments, but I try to look for the positive, try to encourage people, and just help you be the best version of you that you can be, because nobody can be you like you. But there are things that happen in our lives that can prevent us from moving forward. Sometimes, you know, it's like stepping in mud or quicksand, not quicksand, but just mud where your feet are just there and just so much gook and stuff in there, like you can't lift your feet up. It's so heavy, and you just need somebody to come along and show you how to metaphorically loosen up the thick stuff that's around your feet or your hands, so that you can release and learn to live life to its fullest and not always think about the past. You know, so I guess my first message to people who have not seen my other messages would be, let's start by looking at ourselves. You know, Shakespeare said, to thy own self be true. The scripture says, you know, look at the mirror. If you look at the mirror and you see yourself and you see something on your face and you don't do something about it, you might as well not look in the mirror. So let's try to examine ourselves. It's not easy. Ask people. What I had to do was ask people about me. I didn't like what they said all the time, and I don't throw the baby out the bathwater. In other words, sometimes people can be mean, but sometimes the things they say can be true, but we just dismiss it because we don't like them or whatever. So look at yourself, see what is it in you that's not working. Trust me, everywhere you go, something happens. Is not the everywhere, it's you, it's me, right? So we have to be honest with ourselves to start there, because change will only start in any arena when it's recognized, right? So, for example, this just came to my mind. When you have a baby and the baby, you know, when do we change the diaper? When we recognize, either from smell or the baby's crying, that the baby needs to be changed. So if we don't smell, analogy, if we don't pay attention to the smells or the dampness in our diapers, I like to use analogies, then we will not change. And then we could sit there. What happens when you don't change a baby? They get diaper rash, right? and diaper rash is not fun. So, and some of us are living adults with diaper rash, adult diaper rash, right? We're burning because we refuse to change, because first we don't recognize it, and secondly that we don't want to take the effort, right? Baby can't change itself or herself. The parent has to do it. So something outside of you is going to have to help you to change. And I'm here for that, to pay it forward from what other people have done for me, what God has done through me, through other people for me. And whatever your faith is, I'm not here to preach conversion or whatever. I believe in Christ, and I will forever say that. And if you don't agree with that, that's fine. You have your thing. But I know he's done a lot of work in me, and I had to really sit down and look at myself and say, why is it everywhere I go, people get upset? Or people are mean, or it's like, it's not people, it's me. And only when I recognized me and started changing the things in me, and again, I'm not perfect, I'm not there, I have a long way to go. But only people ask me, when did you really start making so many friends? I go, when I started to be a friend, right? So think about that one. It just goes for everything, right? You want to change jobs, you want to, go to a different school. You just want to change your life because it's not working for you. Start with what is it in you that you can do to make that change, to start that change. You be the catalyst. Don't wait for somebody else outside, because sometimes people have tried and they're just tired. So we have to be the ones responsible, especially as adults. We are too doggone old to be waiting for somebody else to come and change us. That's not going to happen. I'm going to tell you that. Nobody's going to change you. You're not going to get married to somebody thinking they're going to change you or you're going to change them. Not going to happen. When a tree is little, you can bend it and move it around like a child. But when it gets older, you try moving a tree. Go to a park and try to pick up a tree. And let me know how that works for you. So I'm saying that because I'm in Tamiami Park where there are lots of trees. So that analogy just came up. See that? Bam. So I say this. Let me see. Where am I now? I forget. I might be 7 minutes. I'm going to try to make this maybe 10 minutes. But today, maybe not. So this is not going to be organized. I'm not a fancy, with a fancy background. I'm just down to earth. If you know me, you know what I mean. Just trying to speak truth with power, right? Because truth and in grace as well, right? So you can speak truth and you can speak it in a way that is not received well, then what point is it? Or you can speak it with power, grace, and authority, and just hope that it's received in a way that will bring change to somebody's life. All right, so if we want to see change in the world, we've got to start within us. I know it sounds really old, really corny, but you know what? It's really true. You want to see change, you've got to change, right? Otherwise, because some things are just not out there, they're just not going to happen. You just got to be, this is the way it's going to be for a while anyway. So until the outside changes, you've got to change the inside. Otherwise, you're going to live a very stressed life filled with anxiety. Because a lot of time anxiety comes when we're trying to change a situation that we have no control over, or we're worrying about things that probably won't come true, or we have no control over. You're worrying about a hurricane, getting anxiety over it. Okay, you know what? I mean, unless sometimes it's medical, so I'm not going to knock that. But for the most part, a lot of times we bring anxiety on ourselves because we put ourselves in situations that we have no control over. Hurricane is coming. Go get your hurricane supplies. Prepare, and that's what you can do. Having anxiety, going and buy all the gas in the world, it's not going to change anything. You feel like you're not happy in your job, and I'm just using this as an example, or in a place in a relationship or whatever. I'm not trying to break anybody up, but if you feel you're not happy in a situation, you do something about it. Don't wait for somebody else to make that move, because they may not think that there's some change needs to be made. So you're going to have to be responsible. We're responsible for our own growth, especially as adults. You can't wait for somebody to make that change for you. Be responsible, take criticism, and do something with it. Don't knock it because of the place it's coming from. If you ask somebody to help you and they try to help you, don't ignore them. Be grateful for that. Thank them for that, and put that information to use. All right, so I'm about at the end of my walk right now. And hopefully this was helpful. Please, if you like the content, please go ahead and click on the like button on the bottom, and subscribe so that you will start to get notifications when I post these, because I will start putting my content on YouTube, more of it, instead of on Facebook. And hopefully you'll continue to listen. All right, guys? And I'll do a better job with the camera. I'm walking, holding it. So I'm learning all these things to put content out there. I'm not a professional. I just want to share some personal, encouraging stuff, all right? All right, guys. Talk to you later. Have a great Friday. Peace out. Zanshi life.